today we are going to be watching Metal Gear Solid Explained by Videogamedunkey.
Okay, I can do this. Metal Gear Solid 1 is the third game in the Metal Gear series and the seventh game in order of the timeline. It takes place 6 years after Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, who is a secret agent that has to infiltrate Shadow Moses, which is a secret base that was captured by Foxhound, who is holding the United States hostage for the remains of Big Boss, who is the same guy as Solid Snake, except with an eye patch. Solid Snake, not Big Boss, sneaks into the air vent to save DARPA Chief, but then he dies, so you fight a man called Revolver Ocelot, but your duel is interrupted by a mysterious ninja called Gray Fox, who is a man called Frank Jaeger, who used to be in Foxhound, but then defected to Zanzibar Land because he was in love with a former figure skater from Czechoslovakia. Because he is a robot, he has to cut off Revolver Ocelot's hand. Then Snake finds a peeing man called
Wait. Guys, before you mention his hair, why is he kind of hot? he kind of tucks hair. He's kind of I don't know nothing about this guy, but he's kind of fine. And for what? Guys, I don't want to hear it. If I have someone coming in, of course you like the white hair character, even though you have no idea who the fuck this is in my chat, I am going to instantly come after your asshole. Okay? He's kind of fine.
Because he was in love with a former figure skater from Czechoslovakia. Because he is a robot, he has to cut off Revolver Ocelot's hand. Then Snake finds a peeing man called Otacon, who is the son of a famous scientist that killed himself because his second wife cheated on him with his own son. You see, Otacon's father, Huey Emerald, built Metal Gear Zeke for Naked Snake, and then built Metal Gear Philanthropist for a man called Skullface. This is why Otacon builds a secret robot called Metal Gear Rex for a man called Liquid Snake, who is a clone of Solid Snake, created from the DNA of Big Boss, who is also known as Naked Snake, who is both of their fathers, and he has an eye patch. Solid Snake is tricked into activating Metal Gear because Campbell thought that Miller was not Liquid Snake, but he actually was. But turns out, Revolver Ocelot was actually a double agent the entire time and was secretly working for the third Snake brother called Solidus Snake, who is also the President of the United States and has a Dr. Octopus suit with flamethrowers on it. And he has an eye patch. Are you following me so far? Next we have Metal Gear Solid 2. This is where things start to get a little confusing. 2 years after Shadow Moses, Solid Snake jumps onto a boat where he is confronted by Revolver Ocelot, and it turns out he is now possessed by the spirit of Liquid Snake because he grafted Liquid's arm onto his body. So now Ocelot is voice acted by the voice actor for Liquid Snake, and he blows up the entire boat and steals an all-new robot called Metal Gear Ray. Then, 2 years later, the new president is taken hostage by the old president. So the colonel sends in Snake, who is actually Raiden, who is a part of Foxhound, but not the old Foxhound, a new version. Turns out, Solid Snake is the leader of the terrorists, but not the real Solid Snake, who is now known as Pliskin. You see, after you rescue the new president, he reveals that the entire democratic process is actually a sham staged by a secret organization called the Patriots, who rule the United States from the shadows. Turns out, Big Shell is actually a facade merely created to conceal a super secret robot fortress hidden beneath it called Arsenal Gear, which houses a powerful AI called GW, which allows the Patriots to censor and control the flow of information. To stop GW, Raiden teams up with Otacon's sister, who is killed by a vampire after they upload the virus to Arsenal Gear.
I told my friends that I don't think Raiden's that hot because they showed me a picture of him, and I'm looking at him again now, and I'm kind of regretting saying that because, shut up, Break! Shut up! It's not
What's up with Otacon's sister, who is killed by a vampire. After they upload the virus to Arsenal Gear, the Colonel tells Raiden to turn the game off because he was actually an AI construct created by GW the entire time. Raiden then has to fight 25 Metal Gear Rays on foot with a pistol After the battle, Liquid Ocelot reveals that he was actually a triple agent working for the Patriots.
Look, that guy has white hair. Hold
After the
on.
battle, Liquid Ocelot
No, this guy has white hair, and I don't find him attracting. Can you explain that? Can you explain that? He has white long hair, and I don't find him attractive at all.
reveals that he was actually a triple agent working for the Patriots all along.
It's 'cause he's
Turns out
old.
the entire video game of Metal Gear Solid 2 was orchestrated by the Patriots to simulate the events of Metal Gear Solid 1 so that Raiden could get good army training. Ocelot is once again possessed by Liquid Snake, who declares he is now a reverse quadruple agent who will destroy the Patriots and jumps off of a building. Then, for no reason, the AI Colonel contacts
Wait, this is the one
Raiden
that
and
I'm
reveals that
playing on
GW was
stream
only
one
one
day?
of many AIs developed by the Patriots. The true purpose of the simulation was to serve as a microcosm of society entering into the digital age. The Patriots were concerned that with the arrival of the internet, humanity would become too fixated on trivial information like overly complicated video game storylines. Then we have Metal Gear Solid 3, which is set 41 years before Metal Gear Solid 1. Big Boss is betrayed by the boss, who is a different person, but he doesn't know that she was only pretending to defect to Russia because the United States told her to do that so she could be a scapegoat for the Cold War. After being thrown off of a bridge, Naked Snake is tasked with destroying an early Metal Gear prototype called Shagohod and eliminating Colonel Volgin, who has lightning powers, and eliminating the boss, who he is in love with, and he has to steal a secret microfilm that is worth $100 billion. He teams up with a woman called Eva, also known as Tatiana, also known as Matka Pluku, also known as Big Mama, who is Solid Snake's mother, who in a shocking twist is actually revealed to be a double agent working for China, and she steals the microfilm, but it was a fake. Then, in Metal Gear Solid 5, you play as Venom Snake. Metal Gear Solid 4, the real Colonel brings Solid Snake out of retirement for the 4th time, even though he is now 200 years old. His mission is to stop Liquid Ocelot once and for all. The only problem is Metal Gears have now merged with the technology of a cow, so he has to meet Drebin, who has a little monkey. Drebin injects Snake with nanomachines so that he can shoot guns, and learns that Liquid's new plan is to use Big Boss's biometric data as a key to take sole command of the Patriots' firearms control system. The vampire working for Liquid then throws Big Boss's comatose body into a fire because he forgot what the storyline was. Then everybody goes back to Shadow Moses, where Liquid reveals his new battleship called Outer Heaven, which is the name of the secret base where Solid Snake blew up Big Boss with a rocket launcher 19 years ago. Snake sneaks into the core of Outer Heaven, which is actually a modified version of Arsenal Gear, and installs a secret virus that disables the entire AI network perpetrated by the Patriots, thus deactivating all weapons in the entire world. But turns out, this was actually all a part of Revolver Ocelot's plan the entire time. You see, he was never actually possessed by Liquid Snake. He merely used hypnotherapy to make himself think that he was. His true goal all along was to achieve world peace, but also he wants to fight Solid Snake in a brawl.
What the fuck?
All to the death. You see, Big Boss was actually Revolver Ocelot's greatest friend and idol, even though he killed his mom. During their fight, Ocelot is exposed to the Foxdie virus, which kills him because it was injected into Snake by Drebin, even though he should have been exposed to it earlier in the game and died, but they forgot. And that is the entire storyline of Metal Gear Solid.
What the hell?
Then, in a surprise cutscene, it is revealed by Big Boss, who is still alive, that every single event in the entire series was fake and staged by the Shadow Patriots. You see, turns out, Eeyore.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? What?